I was unable to come up with the money to get the appeal on time, so I'll return all money that was sent to me to pay for the appeal bond. And I guess I'll be sitting this out in Tom Green County Jail because I'm not paying it. For those of you that don't know how an appeal bond works, they give you an appeal bond for whatever the amount on the original verdict. And if you lose your appeal, they take that appeal bond to pay for the original verdict amount, plus court cost. But what this judge did was just doubled the original verdict to $566. And she did that to prevent me from being able to appeal the already unfair trial. It was already an unfair trial because she refused to let me submit the evidence that I had to argue my case. That evidence being in the form of a screen recording of the process you have to go through online. But we'll get to that in a minute. At the entrance to the courtroom, they told me to go put my phone back in my vehicle, and I couldn't do that because I got dropped off, so I had to go hide it under an AC unit outside. And then when I got back to the entrance, they did a search, and they made me take my boots off and everything to make sure I didn't have my phone. So Sergeant Rook and Stacy Speck has earned their spots in the retaliation lawsuit that was sparked by her deputies back in May of last year at that brush fire. A quick recap of all that to refresh your memory.
Fuck up. I keep stepping back
Go to your
and
car.
you get in my face.
The firefighters told you to go to the car. You don't want to listen. You don't want to listen to anybody. Now move.
Because I don't have
Move.
to. Fuck you.
Move.
Fuck you.
Move.
Move. Get out of my
I'm
face.
not touching you. Move. If you move, I won't be close to you. Now move. Move.
Every time
touch me. I swear to God, Jack. Touch
Every
me.
time I take a step,
Move.
you get up
Move.
chest to chest. with
Move.
me. Fuck you.
Move. I could be here all day.
I'll talk to Skinner. Shut up.
Okay, talk with him over there.
No. You.
Talk with him over there.
I'll wait for Skinner right.
And then it was about a week later, I was pulled over by the same two deputies at this stop.
50. And it's going to be Jack Miller. So I need you to get your license and proof of insurance. Mr. Miller, what's your current address?
I don't answer questions. Don't mind. It's on my ID.
This isn't your current address, sir. What's your current address?
It's on my ID.
Okay. How long have you been at this address or the other address?
I'm not answering questions.
All right, sir. Tonight you're going to receive 2 citations. First citation you're going to receive is for failing to stop at a designated stopping point, which is the white line on the ground that you drove over. The second one's going to be for failing to update your address.
Then Sergeant Rook disregarding my permit receipt.
They don't have your trip log. We're talking to the registration office right now. They don't have you being up there. So where we're running into is that your permit's not valid. Vehicle. I'm going to tow it, and you're going to go about your day. Okay? You're also going to receive a citation. That's how that's going to work. Problem solved. Stay right there for me.
You're getting way too much satisfaction over this. To Judge Stacy Speck violating my rights to due process by not giving me a fair trial from the tickets that Sergeant Rook gave me, and then intentionally prevent me from being able to appeal it. Now I'm going back to the screen recording that I wanted to submit as evidence, and she didn't allow it. This is the online process that I went through to get my permit, and Sergeant Rook claimed that when you go through this process, you agree to print off your permit and put it on your vehicle, and you can't finish this process online without agreeing to that. But as you'll see, you don't agree to anything like that. It just tells you you must keep the permit receipt in the vehicle while the permit is valid, which is exactly what I did and what I showed him. Of course, none of this was redacted when I was going to use it for evidence. I just redacted it because of YouTube reasons. So as of now, I guess I'm just waiting on my warrant to be issued, and I'm going to go sit in Tom Green County Jail because I refused to pay this ticket. But this arrest is going to be like icing on the cake for the lawsuit. But this right here is all it gives you, the option to download permit. So if I click download permit, this is the permit. This paper right here on my Tahoe is what I showed Sergeant Rook the day I got pulled over, because it's the only thing it gives you. Now I'll go over here to my email, and then it doesn't give you anything. It doesn't send you nothing. I mean, you download it after you finish the application, and that's it. I checked all mail, my spam. I mean, I went to every one of them that it could possibly be at, and there ain't nothing in there. All they give you is a permit receipt, no tag or anything. And it says at the bottom of this that you must keep it in the vehicle at all times during the time it's valid, which I did, and which is what I showed Sergeant Rook. So if I could have submitted this as evidence, I don't see how I couldn't have beat the ticket. But Judge Speck didn't allow me to.